What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's Greg with Forever Progress. So, today I'm going to talk a little bit about building your brand. A lot of new agents, oh, how am I going to build a brand? I'm brand new. I have no sales history behind me. I don't have any listings. I don't have any clients. This is for the new agents as well as the seasoned veterans because when I managed, I ran up against a lot of the seasoned agents that didn't want to do what I'm about to speak about. All right. One of the major factors in creating a brand, which you should all want to do, you should want to create a brand in real estate. People need to know who you are, what your specialty is, what areas you service, what markets you play in, all sorts of things. The way you do that is the building a brand. How do you start to build a brand? First things first, new agents on a budget, don't have a lot of money, social media. This is where social media helps you and is a positive because it's free. Instagram, Facebook, whatever platform you want to go on, all the platforms, it's fine. But you should create a business profile. And where a lot of the seasoned agents fall short, and you've heard this before, I'm sure, from on other stations and other people that talk about real estate. You don't want people going to a page and only seeing just listed, just sold, just listed, just sold, picture listed. No one's staying on that page. It's very boring. No one cares. All right. The most important thing when you're building a brand is you need to give the audience something. They need to see your value and your worth. All right. So, how do you do that? Videos. A lot of agents don't like the camera, aren't good at public speaking, don't want to be on video. I used to be one of them back in the day. You have to get over that. You have to. All right. You want to create videos, create content, have pieces made, pictures, visuals with certain keywords and phrases. You want to educate your audience on the market, current trends you're seeing, the latest marketing ideas, the latest tech that's going on in the industry. You need to continually give the audience something, value. And eventually, what you're doing is you're creating a brand where people start to follow you, share your stuff, and they look at you now as some sort of real estate source. You're continually updating them on mortgage rates, the current market they're in, maybe summer home markets, whatever area in the country you work in, there's always news to share with your audience. There's always a way to educate them with real estate that can be investing, flipping, staging, whatever. There's plenty of stuff to talk about. You have to get comfortable using your phone. You have to get comfortable with this device right here. You want to take video. You want to be out and about when you're at open houses, when you're previewing, shoot a video. Educate your clients, not just, oh, look, it's the kitchen. Obviously, people know it's the kitchen, but you want to maybe bring them down into the mechanical room and get familiar with the equipment that's down there. 95% of agents I used to deal with never stepped foot in that room, couldn't even tell you what an air handler is or a boiler or whatever. They don't want to know. They don't want to care to know. There's value in that. There's value when you take your buyers out and you go into the mechanical room because there might be some leverage there in negotiating down the asking price. Flip side of that, you want to educate your sellers and you want to know what you're talking about when you go into the mechanical room because you want to take as much leverage away when you're representing the seller. Anyway, getting back to building a brand. The point is you want to always be educating people. And when you make videos and content and you get your first listing, like I said in the previous episodes, take professional photos, invest the money. You're now running a business. You have to spend money to make money. Invest in professional photography and floor plans. There's multiple reasons to do this. Number one, it's the right thing to do and it's a professional thing to do. You want to get marketing materials made, brochures, trifolds, whatever, using those photos. And you can't make those without high def, high quality photos. More importantly, in my opinion, you're using those because you're creating a portfolio. You can take a couple pictures of a house and you can get a couple months of marketing material out of that using them on social media for certain talking points or topics. You're now building a portfolio to bring with you when you start getting listing calls, auditions, whatever you want to call them. When a seller wants to interview you to potentially use you to list their house, now you have materials with you that, number one, look professional and modern and not just pictures taken from a shitty camera and bad angles, not proper lighting. It's a bad look. You do not want that. It was one of the number one battles I constantly face day to day in managing an office. A lot of the seasoned agents refused to use professional photos. Like I said in the past, I pretty much made it mandatory. There's no reason in 2023 going into 2024 you're not using professional photography. All right. When sellers go to sell their house, they want to showcase their house no matter what with their best foot forward, making it look the best. So you bring your portfolio to the listing appointment and you want to establish what you're worth right out of the gate. A lot of people like to say, "Oh, how do I defend my commission?" Remember, words matter. You should never have to defend your commission. What you're showcasing is your value and your worth, which solidifies what you charge to sell somebody's house. There's always people that are going to be out there that want to nickel and dime you, and that becomes a decision, a business decision, whether you want to work with them or not. I've said no to a lot of listing opportunities because I knew it was a problem to work with that seller because they're just going to nickel and dime you to death. But it's your choice. If you want to run your business that way and you want to work with those people, go for it. You'll probably learn a hard lesson in the long run, but that's for you guys to learn and figure out on your own. So, be careful the word you choose. You want to showcase your abilities, your professionalism, and why you charge X percent in selling a home. And if you do a good enough job at that, they're not going to ask for a lower commission. They're not going to. Or it's going to be a quick question and you learn how to shut that down with a nice, solid, professional answer. Most of the time, they're not going to ask because they want to work with you. They've probably been following you and looking at your work and your marketing and your branding. Okay. So you don't have to defend the commission. You charge X because you are worth every penny. In fact, you should be charging more because you're so good at your job. Okay. And I'll be talking more about certain issues with commissions in future episodes because it comes up a lot. And I'm constantly talking about it with a lot of my clients. And a lot of agents want to shun away or they get small, as I call it, when they're talking to a seller. You never want to get small. Be proud of your work and you want to make sure that they understand you're the person to use, no questions asked. A lot of successful business people have no problem paying a commission to an agent that is very good at their job. And there are agents that sell two, three, four, five homes for people, the same client every couple years. And those clients do not ask for a break in commission. The reason why they do that, that agent has built up such a successful brand at that point that there are no cracks in the armor and people are lined up to use them. There are always, like I said, going to be cheap people out there. You get what you pay for. If you want to be a discount agent, then go run your business like that. I was never a fan of that. I think you're cannibalizing the whole industry. I work with agents that get the most for their time and their effort because they're worth every single penny. So, getting back to what I was saying, you want to build up your brand where you don't have to defend your commission and people are continually wanting to use you. Your business one day should 100% be referral based. That's your goal. Yes, you want new business and your prospecting, your farming, and your mailers and certain marketing will be getting that. But the bulk of your business, eventually, you want on repeat and you want referral based. When your business becomes that, you know you're on fire and you're doing something right. If you are not getting repeat business, and I know a lot of agents that do this, they didn't show their worth enough for those clients to use them again. All right, there's something might have happened, or they just didn't bring that level of quality or service to them enough for them to think about them in the future. That's a problem. And I help a lot of agents fix that problem because it can be fixed, but that's up to you. It's a choice you have to make. So, getting back to building a brand, you want to figure out on your social media platforms how you want your business to be perceived, all the way down to logo, the colors you choose, the font you choose. And I encourage everyone, I've always said this, to get a personal website. Yes, everyone's on their company website, but you want a personal website as well, where you have full control of the content and you can upload whatever you want, whenever you want, and you can steer clients through your funnel so they contact you. This is a contact sport. You want as many nets in the water when you're fishing to catch as much fish as possible. This is the same thing. So you want a professional website, okay? Not just your company website. And you have to be detail oriented enough where people are visual. You got to capture them with something. You need great photos, you need testimonials, you need great videos, you need educational pieces, not boring educational pieces, but something. Put yourself in the client's shoes. What would you want to hear? Last time you were sold something at the car dealership or shopping for clothes or whatever the case may be, what did that person do to get you to buy that? Well, now the shoe's on the other foot. You need to be that person to get that person to list with you so that you can get the listing, gain all the leverage, and now floodgates open and people are bringing buyers to you. That's what you want to do. All right. You have to showcase confidence, skills, and how smart you are and how up to date and current you are day to day with the market, with what's going on. Price increases, price decreases, days on market. You need to know all these things cold. And when you're vested in it and when you're updating your site and you're doing all your marketing on your social media, what you don't realize is basically through osmosis, you're getting the current data and you're absorbing it. So when you get a phone call or if you meet somebody on the street or if you're shopping at the supermarket or getting gas and somebody asks you how's the market, it just comes out naturally. You don't have to search for answers. You know it cold because you were doing that in the beginning of the day, doing your social media and putting out some content that's educational for the buyers and sellers out there. The market is fluid. It can change from week to week, day to day. A lot of people have second homes, summer homes. If you want to play in those markets, you have to learn those markets. And I'm a firm believer you do not have to locally live there in order to do business there. You can learn that market and the trends, and you can kick the door in and do sales there as well. All right. So today is about branding. Start building your brand. If you haven't already, seasoned agents, think about that. Look at the super successful agents in your office, in your market with other companies. I can guarantee you 95% of them have personal business websites, and they are putting out content, not just listed, just sold, just listed, just sold, price improvement. No one cares about that. People want to be entertained and educated at the same time. So, for the seasoned agents that don't have that, you should be on that. For the new agents listening, it's the perfect time to start. And the biggest rebuttal hurdle that I get asked, well, I don't have any prior business. That's fine. You can still educate them with what you see every day when you're going to brokers opens or when you're prospecting homes, and what you're reading and what you're listening to and learning in your office from hopefully your competent manager. All right. So it's the perfect time to start. You are building your brand and you're getting it out there. If you could be the best agent, you can be the best at what you do. If no one knows about you, it's a waste. Okay. I've seen plenty of crappy agents make a lot of money in this industry, where next to them is a way better agent that's more competent, more professional, more buttoned up, but they don't get the business because they're not out there. They didn't take that leap. They are still afraid to get on their phone and take pictures and videos and talk about real estate. That's the difference. And the crappy agent should not have all the business that they have. The good agent should have that. So keep that in mind. If you're hesitant or, oh, I don't want to do that, I'm not comfortable, then you're going to be giving up money to somebody and business to somebody that doesn't deserve it. You deserve it, but you got to earn it and you got to go out and do it. All right. Thanks for listening. It is Thanksgiving week. So I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. Stay safe out there. And remember, doesn't matter what the market's doing. And it also, this is a big thing in the suburbs. It doesn't matter it's winter time or we're going into winter. Oh, the market slows down. I was always just as busy in the winter as I was in the spring and summer. It's a big myth, especially coming from New York City where it was busy, you know, 12 months a year. When I started doing business also in the suburbs, a lot of the agents shut it down in the winter. They purely shut it down. That's your opportunity as either a new agent or one that is looking to grow their business. Put your foot on the gas. Double down on your marketing, double down on your content, get out there, be seen and be known and look busy, and you will get more clients, whether that's buyer clients or seller clients. All right. And that's the time to sneak in and start grabbing that business, because we all know that this business is built on momentum. So if you have all this positive momentum in November, December, we're in the new year, most people, when Thanksgiving comes, that's it. People shut it down till the first of the year. Don't be that person. That's your time to sneak in, grab all that business, and now you have all your momentum now going into 2024, and you can really, really ramp up your business and get more sales under your belt and start hitting your goals. But the only way to do that is to start, get out there and build your brand. All right. Don't listen to people that shut it down in the winter. Also, a lot of the summer homes in the Hamptons, Jersey Shore, Montauk, now's the time when I used to take all my clients out there. It was December, January. Because if you think about it, you got a 90-day close, you're in February, March. So they want to be in there for the summer. Beginning of the summer, they want to be there. They want the keys. They want everything moved in, the house set up. So they're out now looking at homes. They should be out there looking at homes with you. You get my drift? You should be working just as hard in the winter as you do in the spring and summer. Do not get in that mindset of, oh, I'll just wait for the spring market. You're waiting for the spring market, and there's agents like me that are crushing it all winter and just passing you by. All right. So learn other markets that you want to be in and start taking people out that are looking for that second home, summer rental, whatever you want to call it. Now's the time to do it. All right. Thanks for listening, and I will catch you on the flip side. Have a good one.